30 minutes after takeoff, 35,000 feet above Georgia, Amara Jackson sat in Seat 3A of Horizon Airlines Flight 227, gently cradling her 6-month-old son, Isaiah. Her deep brown skin glowed softly beneath the muted cabin lights, her posture poised despite the weariness in her eyes. Her son cooed softly, clutching the edge of her blouse with his tiny hands. The hum of the engines filled the air, a gentle backdrop to what had, so far, been an uneventful journey from Atlanta to Los Angeles. But that changed the moment Claire Ramsey stormed down the aisle. Claire, a white flight attendant in her 40s with tightly pulled-back blonde hair and a uniform so crisp it could have cut glass, stopped in front of Amara. Her pale face, rigid with disdain, twisted into a scowl. "Keep that kid quiet," she snapped. Without waiting for a reply, her hand shot forward, and with a shocking swiftness, she slapped Amara hard across the face. Gasps erupted throughout the first-class cabin. A businessman in a pinstripe suit dropped his glass of whiskey. A young woman clutched her phone, her thumb instinctively hitting record. Amara blinked, her cheek ablaze, but she didn't flinch. Her dark eyes locked with Claire's, unwavering. The silence that followed was suffocating. Then the intercom crackled. "This is Marcus Ellison, CEO of Horizon Airlines. That woman you just hit is my wife." Claire's smirk froze. Around her, passengers turned toward the overhead speakers in disbelief. A Latina woman in 4B whispered, "Oh, she's done." Claire tried to laugh it off. "That's ridiculous," she said too loudly. "Some prank." But the intercom came alive again. "Claire Ramsey, report to the galley." Now, Captain Holloway emerged from the cockpit moments later, his face a storm cloud. He marched straight to Claire and said, "Simply go." Claire hesitated, glaring at Amara one last time. Her voice dropped to a hiss. "You think you've won? I'll fix this." Amara held Isaiah closer, her silence sharper than any retort. Behind the curtain of the galley, Claire's voice rose in a shrill tirade. "She doesn't belong up here. First class is for professionals, not people with screaming brats. You struck a passenger." "Marcus Ellison's wife?" Captain Holloway replied coldly. "You're suspended." Outside, the cabin buzzed. Support trickled toward Amara. The Latina woman leaned across the aisle. "Are you okay?" Amara smiled faintly. "I've had worse." But Claire wasn't finished. Alone in the galley, she pulled out her phone and began typing furiously. "Suspended mid-flight for doing my job," she tweeted. "Passenger with a baby disrupted the cabin, and now I'm the villain? Reverse racism." The post went viral. Minutes later, Amara's phone buzzed. The same young woman who'd recorded the slap now showed her the screen. "You need to see this." Claire's post had thousands of likes. The hashtag #JusticeForClaire trended. Fake witnesses emerged online, and doctored footage appeared, edited to make Amara look aggressive. Amara stared in disbelief. "She's turning this around." Marcus called. "We're handling it. I'll sue her into the ground." The plane landed in Los Angeles to a media storm. At the terminal, a crowd awaited Amara, not to support, but to protest. Signs waved. Claire did nothing wrong. Entitled passengers out. Security rushed to form a barrier, but the mob surged. "Go back to coach." Amara stood frozen, shielding Isaiah. Then Marcus arrived. "Back away from my wife," he boomed. His tall frame and commanding presence silenced the crowd. He turned to Claire, who lingered near the edge of the terminal. "You're fired. Effective immediately." Claire screamed, "You can't do this. You assaulted my wife, then lied about it. You're done." But she wasn't. 2 hours later, LAPD arrived at their hotel. Amara was arrested. Claire had filed charges, and doctored video showed Amara raising her hand. Marcus yelled, "That video is fake." But Amara was dragged away in cuffs. Isaiah was taken by social services. In jail, Claire's lies deepened. Her union pushed for her reinstatement. Her supporters protested outside Horizon Airlines. Fake videos dominated social media. Amara was attacked in her cell by inmates coached by guards loyal to Claire. A fellow inmate, Tara, helped her survive. Tara smuggled out a note to Marcus. They're planting drugs next. Marcus went to war. He fired every union affiliate tied to Claire. Evelyn, his lawyer, uncovered the original flight footage from backup. He held a press conference. The footage played live. Claire's slap, in high definition. The lie unraveled. The charges against Amara were dropped. Claire, reinstated just hours earlier, watched her downfall unfold on the lounge TV. She fled, but not before hiring a hitman. That night, Amara's car exploded outside their hotel. A warning. The hitman came for her. Marcus fought him off. Amara hid in a shed, live-streaming her terror. The internet exploded. Millions watched as she dropped a crowbar on the hitman and held him until police arrived. The burner phone in his pocket? Claire's number. She was arrested days later in a sting operation. Her manifesto, a hate-fueled document she planned to unleash, was intercepted. She was charged with attempted murder, conspiracy, and more. Amara stood before the world in a press conference. Bruised but unbroken. Claire tried to destroy me. But I survived. Because I told the truth. Because you saw me. Then Marcus stepped forward. Effective today, I'm stepping down. Horizon Airlines will be led by its new CEO, Amara Jackson. Gasps filled the room. Claire watched from jail, screaming. But Amara smiled. Horizon is changing. From now on, racism will never fly with us. The story wasn't just a battle. It was a revolution. From victim to CEO, Amara Jackson had rewritten the rules. And Claire Ramsey? She faded into silence, her last words drowned by applause. Because when power meets truth, justice doesn't whisper. It roars.